what I want for you. This is my intent for today. I want to get you somewhere. And sometimes I'm going to love you up to get there. And sometimes I'm going to stop you in your tracks to get you there. And sometimes I'm just going to chiver you. You will experience probably all of the above in this session. I am going to leave time for questions at the end. So I am a coach. My background was product development in a telecoms company, and my focus was always outgrowing the current problem that we had. So it's quite logical to go in a linear fashion from one thing to the next, from one software patch to the next, from one feature set to the next, without even considering what is the purpose, what are we doing this for, where are we trying to get to. So where I want to shift your focus today is on what's it for? Why are you here? What is your real role at the BBC? I'm not asking for your job title. What are you here to do? What have you got that no one else has got that you can bring to the table every day to outgrow the current problems? Now that's why I had a reputation for being incredibly innovative, and I delivered. So my focus was always to think ahead. Ada Lovelace's focus was to think ahead. She didn't think, I'm going to be the first person to write a computer program. That probably wasn't her focus. It's probably what she ended up doing, but it was a contributing feature of her overall goal. With me? Have I not got a laptop at all now then? I'm just going to have to make this up. Okay. I might just not, do you know what, I'm just not sure. The benefit of speaking a lot is that you can do it without slides. So, focus. If I asked you to make a shape representing focus, could you do it?
Yeah.
What is it?
An arrow.
Arrow.
It's an arrow. And why is an arrow a signifier of focus?
It's got a target.
It's got a target, it's got points.
It's got a direction.
It's got a direction, nice.
Sharp.
Sharp, hello. Somebody didn't put their hands up that's seen me speak before, and another one, but that's okay. It's narrow, so it's headed somewhere, yeah? It's got a focus. What's the opposite of that then? So this is our sharp edge, narrow, laser focus. What's at the other end? I love the way your energy just went, and you went circle, ball. But what is it? How big is this thing at the other end?
Huge. Undefined.
Huge, undefined, love that. Versus what size over here?
Pinpoint.
Pain point. Pinpoint. Isn't it funny that I heard pain? That's a discussion for networking. So, at this end, you've got vastness, undefined, just empty space. How are you all feeling about your life at the moment? Where would you put yourself on the spectrum? Are you this side? Are you this side? In the middle? If you're in the middle, you probably go there one day, there the next, there one day, there the next. What would you call that?
Undecided.
Undecided. What else?
A wave. Because he's talking about shapes, so it's
A wave. Yeah, so it's up and down. Unpredictable to a degree. We know waves come in, we know they go out, we know they crash, we know they go up. But there are factors that influence the wave. So, but you're bobbing about. If you're sitting in a boat with no sail and no engine, that feels a lot like this. It's tiring, isn't it? How does it feel over here? This is the focus end, remember? How does it feel over here?
Stable.
Stable. What else?
easy.
Easy?
Could be intense.
Intense? What does intense mean?
Pressurised.
Pressurised? Is that what you meant by intense?
To a degree, yeah.
A little bit? Yeah?
A little bit boring, actually.
A little bit boring. Okay, leave the room. This sounds boring. Right. What's it like over here?
Samey.
Samey, yeah. I think you're being quite generous with what it's like over here. What is it like over here? Let's define it for a moment. What's going on? What's happening? What does your day look like?
Chaos.
Chaos. Why?
It's uncertainty.
Uncertainty. Why is it chaotic? Anyone can answer this?
You start lots of things, there's lots of things going on, and you bob from one to the other and you never finish anything. Well,
Anyone in that position? Did everyone hear that? You go from one thing to another. You don't really know which is which. I call that confusion. When you've got a lot of that going on, what's it called?
Chaos.
Yeah, what else? How do you feel about the chaos?
Stressed.
Stressed, yep.
Don't get anything done.
Don't get anything done. What's the one word that it feels like? What do most women complain of? Particularly mothers.
Tired.
Tired. Everyone's tired. I'm just so tired. Overwhelm. I would call it overwhelm. So there's so much going on. It's not always bad. You know, you might just have a lot of options. You might not be making decisions. I can't remember which Aaron. Decisions. You know, there's just so much going on. How do you make a decision? You make a decision with focus. So how do you decide, out of all the things going on today, which one you're going to pick?
Priorities.
Discipline, priorities,
is that thing
planning, did someone say?
importance versus urgency?
Yeah. There's a great book. I'd have all this on my slides if I could see it. It's called A Sense of Urgency by John Cotter. Has anyone heard of John Cotter? Yeah, John Cotter is the leading voice on change. I think he's a Harvard professor. He wrote a book called A Sense of Urgency. It's a brilliant book. It's a short book. I can tell you what it says in about 30 seconds. It basically says, if you are constantly over here in overwhelm, you will never have the opportunity for urgency. What if something happens? You won't be able to fit it in. Your diary's full. What if a great opportunity comes your way? You can't see it. You've got too much to worry about over here. If a great opportunity comes to you over here, what's it going to look like? Here being focus.
It's immediate.
It's immediate. How do you know it's valuable?
Because what you're looking at anyway.
Because it's exactly what you're looking at. It's exactly what your point of your arrow is pointed at. So if someone says to you, you can go on a great radio show for kids, you can go, yeah, I want to get on radio, but kids is not what I'm aiming for. You can go and speak at a brilliant health conference. Well, that's great, but actually I don't want to look at health, I want to look at engineering. It makes you decide. It makes you filter out the norm.